I'm new here. I'm Tami DePalma. I'm also known as Dom's mom. On July 28th, 2022, it was a typical summer night. It was Dominic's last summer of high school. Being a Thursday, it wasn't my natural response to say yes to going out, but I realized that between getting his wisdom teeth pulled and high school soccer tryouts and a family trip we were taking to Florida, he had about 5 nights of summer left. I helped him select the perfect outfit to go out with the brand new white Nikes that he had bought with his own money, and they were delivered that day. With his own money. He walked out the door, our door with the camera caught him saying, "Thanks for letting me go out. I will be out late. I love you, Mommy." At 7:09, Dominic, he left my house at 3:30 that day. At 7:09, Dominic got into a car with an acquaintance who had been drinking and doing drugs all day, according to the Boulder District Attorney, Bradley Turner. 4 minutes later, the impaired driver intentionally ran a very red light and was hit by a FedEx semi-truck. We spent Dominic's last 3.5 hours in disbelief of the tragedy that was unraveling before us. After getting through all the events that unfold when a community loses a kid as amazing as Dominic, our next mission became obvious. We jumped into action, finding 3 ways to help kids and adults throughout the Broomfield community realize their actions can have terrible consequences, and it can happen to them. Before what should have been Dominic's senior prom and graduation, my team came together to make sure we had magnets, stickers, bracelets on 3,000 cars, wrists, and water bottles. Never forget, your DD will get you home. It was the moment that I realized his initials, that I knew that was his message. Before his fellow senior graduates left for college, we made sure their evening meeting places were adorned with benches prominently displaying Dominic's name. And finally, the Dominic DePalma Memorial Scholarship, working along with Adidas and soccer.com, will support student athletes who choose healthy over harmful choices. So now the answer to the question. My therapist first suggested that many people find healing in finding a purpose behind their tragedy. And first of all, grief therapy, all of the things that MADD is providing, I can't understate how important therapy is. My therapist just actually retired, and I've gone through a couple months without therapy. I don't recommend it. If you're struggling at all, it sounds like we have lots of resources here. Sometimes I'm inspired, sometimes I'm discouraged, but all the time I know that every little thing I do with MADD helps make the world safer for Dominic's 11-year-old sister.